Welcome to Fastang 444. I really need your help. I'm trying to grow my channel, so please subscribe and help me get to 1,000 subscribers. This was the first game of the day, so here I am in what I call the greenhouse area. And when the game starts, I do not see or hear a drop, but I'm going to just move to the road just behind me. Sometimes a drop will spawn even though you do not see or hear a drop. So hopefully that takes place. If not, I am off on a car drop search. And there's a drop nearby. Let's take a peek behind me. I don't see one there. I see one over in the greenhouse area. So let's go over this direction towards this traffic circle. I see I have someone in tow over on my left. So they may see a drop over here that I can't see over the trees yet. And that seems to be the case. Here's a drop right here. So I'll get this level 5 Ford Focus RS, and they wind up seeing I get this drop and start running. So I'm going to chase them down. Pretty sure they're in a level 1 here, so I shouldn't have a problem catching them, although they are wisely going into the trees, hoping I hit a tree and they get through here cleanly. So I will slow down enough where I can avoid the trees, and they are in a level 1 Volkswagen. So I will get to them very shortly here. More trees. There they are. And I'll slow this down. Watch this. There is a level 9 Fiesta right there. Oh wow, they they have to be angry that I got to them before they got to that drop. And it looks like they're going to see this out. Nope, they are quitting. And that's actually doing me a huge favor. I'm going back for this drop.
Opponent eliminated.
Decline to level 6 Porsche. There's a drop over on the right. That's not it. It's over towards Horizon Wilds, I believe is this direction. And of course it's still here. How great is this? A level 9 Fiesta right out of the gate. So I will jump ahead. I wound up circling around the perimeter of the arena and then came back over around the greenhouse area actually here. And I can see a vehicle off to the left and then one over around Horizon Street Scene. So I know this is going to be a final arena in the northeast. So I will chase this vehicle down, whatever they are. It's a level 5 Bronco R. So I should be able to catch them very easily. And right when I do, I think they hit the brakes there. Not sure what. They jumped over to the right, so they were not anticipating that the head-to-head would lead over this direction, it appears. They may have already engaged in the head-to-head and thought it was going to the same location as the previous head-to-head, but it is not because of where this head-to-head originated. It heads to the northeast, towards where the final arena will be. So this will be an easy win. And look at this. This level 9 Focus RSRX hit a tree there And it looks like they're going to lose that head-to-head they are in. I am in a level 10. What is offered here?
Opponent eliminated.
Right, the Lamborghini Centenario. Not my first choice for a final arena that's going to be in the Northeast, which is typically a westbound road final showdown. And when I open up the map, look at where the arena walls are. The triangular shaped intersection is not within the arena walls, so that tells me this will be final arena 4. So I'll start heading over into this mini canyon, I guess this is, and along the way, look at this Mercedes AMG 1. And remember that gamer tag. That winds up coming up later, and also this gamer tag that gets into the Lambo Murcielago. 2 critical players in this game. So I'll jump ahead. I am just circling around the perimeter of the arena. I am content to use this in the final showdown, and someone gets into a level 10 Brocky. Also a critical player in this game. Of course, they're in level 10. They should be. Looking at the mini-map there, because there is a vehicle chasing me. And I look back, and it looks like a Audi RS7, which is more of a level 9 speed vehicle. So I am going to lead them away, get over on the highway here, and then turn around. And they are going for this. They are going to regret chasing me. And there we go. This will be an easy win. I'm not sure what they were doing continuing on that line. It's outside of the next arena wall, so they must be a newbie or unskilled in the eliminator and stay off road. So when I opened up the map, I could see that I wanted to avoid the traffic circle and all the obstructions that are around that. Just get over into the trees ahead here over to this finish. It's actually on the road, it appears, so I just need to hop on the road. And it is going to offer a Funko, which that critical player that I mentioned earlier gets into. They were, the last time I noticed, in the Lambo Murcielago. So they eliminated, it looks like, the level 10 Funko and took it.
Opponent eliminated.
So there are 3 level 10s now in this game that I am aware of. And of course, I'm declining the Funko. So I will jump ahead. You can see I am outside of where the next arena is. And look at this. That critical player I mentioned earlier eliminates the Funko, actually the Brocky. They were in the Funko, and they wind up taking the Brocky. A wise move. So there's 3 drivers left. I'm just going to stay around here, and the other 2 drivers are so close, they are engaging in a late head-to-head. When the arena begins to shrink, I will just pull forward and get in position for the final showdown, which looks like is going to be a 2-car final showdown. So that is a Brocky up against the Mercedes AMG 1 in that late head-to-head. Let's see who winds up on top here. I will slow this down that is the Brockie that eliminated the AMG 1. And of course they're going to take the Mercedes AMG 1, much faster vehicle. It's the fastest level 10 in the Eliminator, which is exactly what they do. Here they are there. They were trying to engage in a late head-to-head. There isn't enough time. And this is actually the point I like to leave from. You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from. This is Arena 4. The range of time to leave is 26 to 29 seconds. I will leave at 28 seconds.
Head-to-head's complete. Get ready for the final showdown.
I just maintain my speed through here and then start accelerating. I can see the AMG 1 is coming up, and I'll slow this down. I am going to bump them off the road as we both exit the arena. My bumping them off the road was successful. I exit with a fair amount of speed at 2.5 seconds, which will have 1 second remaining on the timeout bar. And the finish point appears, initially it looks like this is around the greenhouse area. So I am not going to open up the map and sacrifice any critical speed. I will go across the bridge and I'll slow this down. I can see now it is in the greenhouse area, actually very close to where I started the game, it appears. So I will continue on the road. I was trying to bump them one last time, but they wind up going off-road, I think, too soon. So I will use this off-ramp. And I know to go a little farther to the left. There's fewer trees than a direct line. But I will have to get through some trees over to this finish here. And as long as I have a clean run, I'm going to win this first game of the day. Come on, let's get there. So close. One more tree. Got it. Yes!
Winner! Welcome to the Illuminati!
I'll jump into this game. I am in the western portion of Guanajuato, and here comes this car over here. I'm not sure what they are in, so I'm just going to go over here. I wasn't sure if they would be able to engage in a head-to-head with me here. They were actually so close. They did, and they are in the slower level 2 Porsche. So off we go, and this finish is on the eastern side of the mountain, it appears. So I will just keep it on the road, get by them. They are going to try and bump me, so I start angling over towards them to counteract that move. Between these trees, I'll speed this up. Just get over towards this finish and win this, and they wind up quitting. I won't call that a complete rage quit because they saw most of that race out. And I get into the great Audi RS7. And I see a car nearby, so I'm going to see if I can't chase them down. And if I can, I know the direction of a head-to-head is going to go up the mountain. You see how far north the arena wall is between the mountain and the stadium? That tells me it will be final arena 18. So I'll head over here, and I wasn't able to catch the vehicle that was running away from me, another vehicle appears behind me. So I will turn around on them, engage in a head-to-head. They try a ram challenge, I call that, and it goes just for a second. Here comes this griefer in a Brocky trying to ram me. Dirty move. Not even in this head-to-head, and they're trying to ram me. So I will jump ahead where I am just getting up over to this finish here. And that was the mini buggy. So they are on a straight line, which is difficult because it is steeper the farther over to the left you are. And I wound up going kind of far wide right where it isn't as steep. The win in, and I will get into a level 7 Jeep Trailcat. I thought about staying in the Audi RS7, but it's early enough to where I can continue to level up, engaging in head-to-heads. But while I'm up the mountain, I will go over here and look at any drops that are over this direction. Shrinking, so most likely drops will appear over here in a moment. Which they do. There's 2. So let's see what is here. 3 Audi Quattro. And a perfect, a level 7 Mercedes-Benz AMG GT 4-door coupe. Much faster level 7. So I'll take that. And you can see the second to last arena wall as the arena is shrinking. And I'll speed this up. I came up here just above where the finish point is. Someone gets into a level 10 Lamborghini Centenario. And I call this the Mike Mechanic method. My friend Mike Mechanic showed me this move. You go just above where the finish is, and if someone comes towards you, you go down towards the finish and win. And I typically prefer to go down on the road below where that head-to-head is completing, but there were other vehicles that were down there, so I wasn't able to use the Fastang 444 method. I had to use the Mike Mechanic method, and here comes a car right towards me. And watch this. Missed engaging in the head-to-head, and we engage in a head-to-head, and I thought I would just go back to this bend in the road, and this is the game glitching. Doesn't show the finish on the map. It just shows the direction with the map closed, and I know not to go to this finish. I've seen this before, and I start heading down there and realize I need to turn around. I need to go up the mountain here. I can't complete this head-to-head. The arena is going to shrink before you are able to complete the head-to-head, and you'll get caught outside of the arena and get eliminated. So I am just getting over in position for the final showdown, and watch what happens with this game glitch here. And there's an online gaming friend and a skilled player, F1 Power Slide, that just eliminated a level 10 and will take it. He winds up in a level 10 Funko. I like parking next to these boulders just to eliminate potential rammers, that dirty tactic of just trying to ram you before the final showdown. You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from. This is Arena 18. The range of time to leave is 13 to 14 seconds. I will leave it 14 seconds. Actually, when the countdown gets to 15, I will start moving and leave it 14 seconds. I found that winds up being close to perfect in just about every vehicle in this final showdown. All right, back to the game glitch. It's still showing that finish point in that head-to-head. I am in position 1 of 2 in that head-to-head. It's still showing the finish point and will continue until I exit perfectly at 2.5 seconds with a fair amount of speed. And that finish point disappears after the timeout bar disappears. 7 drivers left. I'm in position 1 of 2, still showing that head-to-head position. And I open up the map and scroll. I can see the finish point on the map, but the finish point is not visible in the game. Usually there is the pin over the finish point you will see. It's not visible. And I'll slow this down. Here comes F1 Power Slide on my left. And I need to go far right of the festival site to avoid those boulders. And now we'll angle over to the highway. There are some boulders just in line on the left that I avoid. So I'll go right of those and get on the highway, and I'm going to be able to win this game glitching. Look at my position now. It doesn't show position 1 of 2, just /2. 7 drivers left, and the finish is straight ahead on the highway. Got it. Yes. It's difficult to win a game with the game glitching like that, but my past experience really helped me here.
Welcome to the shadowy ranks of the Illuminati.
This next game, I will show you the beginning where I am starting here at the bird's head. The roads are configured in the shape of a bird's head. And this is southeast of Horizon Street Scene Festival site, south of the highway. You can see how I would call this the bird's head. And when the game is starting, I can hear a drop right behind me, so I am just going to stay here. And it winds up being a level 5 Bronco R. This is a good start. And after I go over and get this drop, I can see the arena wall is just real close by, right here. So I did see a drop over on the bridge. I went over and looked at it, and I will jump ahead where it wasn't of interest. It was a level 4 Subaru WRX, and there was a car coming behind me. There is a car in front of me, so I get over next to them. They are in a level 1 Nissan Tsuru, and I will jump ahead. They wound up, for whatever reason, doing the prepare to be eliminated, you're going to lose. So I wound up just pausing before the finish for them doing that. I think that's a childish thing to do. You're about to lose the head-to-head, and you're posting repeatedly, actually, prepare to be eliminated, spam chatting, and I have Forza Link off, so other than looking back and seeing it, there was no way for me to know that. So I came over here and was a bit of a car drop sniper. They were trying to be a car drop sniper, and I wound up kind of flipping the script on them. So I wound up getting into a level 7 here. They quit just before I got to the finish. Level 7 Ferrari. And I wound up going away from the progression of the game. And we'll speed this up here. You can see it is going to be Final Arena 2 based off of past experience. When I see the arena walls touch there, that tells me it will be Final Arena 2. So I will jump ahead. And here's a car here, going away from the direction of a head-to-head in a level 2 Audi RS6, which is a very quick level 2. It's more of a level, I would say actually top speed is very close to a level 7 or 8, and they are taking a much better route than I. And I actually thought I was going to lose this. I knew I was heading right for this jump, but a bump on the edge of the highway, but I really didn't have any other option. I didn't get across the bridge farther to the right. They wind up going on the wrong side of this pyramid, so I am able to get over to this finish just before they can get here. Disaster averted. Alright, let's get into a level 8. The greatly hated and sometimes loved Chevy Camaro. I will play this out here. I start heading away from Arena 2 over towards the festival site, and as I do, a car is chasing me. And they are going full speed away from the direction of a head-to-head, so I will turn around on them. They are in a level 8 RJ Anderson Pro 2 truck, so they must not have been aware of where the head-to-head was leading, which I was, by knowing it's going to be Final Arena 2, so I just need to get over to the finish. As I do, there's a level 7 Porsche Cayenne. Just completed a head-to-head, so I will head away from them. And that finish point, sometimes people will park there and try and snipe others that are trying to complete a head-to-head or just completed a head-to-head. So I will drive around the perimeter. And I'll let this all play out actually, because this wound up being a pretty intense game here. So I am driving away from the progression of the game. I will go around, what is this? This is in between Atlantis de Tula and Teotihuacan. Someone just got into a level 10 Funko there. Take a peek at that crop, just the outside chance it was a level 10. I don't see anyone on the mini-map over here. And there are some very aggressive players in this game that are engaging in head-to-heads very quickly. One of them gets into a Jeep Trackhawk. So I will hop on the highway. Someone gets into a level 9 Volkswagen Andretti Beetle. We'll send it over here and look at this. Highly skilled player, Meester 1 in a Ferrari. And another player also in a Ferrari. And I see a car over here. And watch this. They're on the minimap, but then they park and go invisible on the minimap right next to these buildings alongside this dirt road. So I will go by them with momentum, engage in a head-to-head. Got them. So I just need to get over on the road here, go through the clover leaf, and then over to the finish here. And I will speed this up. This was a very easy win. And someone gets into a level 10 Lamborghini Centenario there. Someone else gets into a level 10 Hoonigan RS200. Which is what is going to be offered to me. So of course I am going to take it. This one again, RX has a low top speed. It's more of a level 5 top speed vehicle. So I am just going to drive around the perimeter here. Content to use this in the final showdown. And that Hoonigan RS200 just eliminated someone. And they stay in the Hoonigan RS200, so it won't show them changing vehicles. There is a vehicle that appears that they are going to be caught outside of the arena. And these two vehicles are in a head-to-head. They will complete that head-to-head. That is that Hoonigan RS200. And watch this coming up here. I will slow this down. That vehicle that appeared to be outside of the arena, they take a level 6 aerial Nomad. It must have been a drop that they found. But because of they are outside of the arena, they instantly get eliminated. So this is a 2-driver final showdown. Both of us in Hoonigan RS200s. And here they come. They try power sliding, ramming me a bit. So I open up the map. You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from. This is Arena 2. The range of time to leave is 19 to 22 seconds. I actually should leave around 19 seconds. I leave early at 22 seconds. They could tell they were early. I hit my brakes. I could see I am early, and I will slow this down. Watch this countdown. 5, 4. In real time, I thought they left early. They hit their brakes. They must have left with just a millisecond remaining on the timeout bar. I only have a quarter of a second remaining on the timeout bar. They aren't eliminated. Off we go. Finish point appears to be north of Guanajuato. And I will open up the map and slow this down because I had to scroll up to see where it was at. It is on the road that goes south through north through the city, and I go a little farther to the right, so I go over that hill squarely. They were in an angle and they spin out, and I am going to be able to beat them. I just need to keep it on the road. Got a very good lead, so just slow down enough in these turns where I can stay in the apex of these turns, and more importantly this final turn into the city, because there are buildings on the left just short of the city. You can see there, if you go too fast you will hit those buildings. And slow down in this final turn that's just ahead. Perfect. What a great win. Another 2-driver final showdown. And I am going to do a celebratory jump off this hill ahead. Yes!
Welcome to the secret society of the Illuminati! Oh, shh.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video along with all of my videos. And if you've been enjoying my content, subscribe. Please help me get to 1,000 subscribers.